Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Kenya Kwanza leaders have been walking into Raila Amolo Odinga trap, maybe knowingly or unknowingly. And as of late, these people are now earning the name that befits them. Exactly. Last time we saw Ezra Chiloba issuing threats and intimidation on media houses for going to cover the mass action. In fact, it was a clear warning that no media house or any journalist should dare go back to live stream the activities happening during the demonstration in this country. And yesterday, Gachagua just earned a name for himself as a dictator who is undermining press freedom and limiting Kenyan people from public access to information. He has now earned that name. We are talking about Gachagua because that's the man who was in charge of this country. William Ruto is out of the country. If Ruto gave orders, Gachagua had a right to maybe reject going through that side and issuing the correct orders in this country. I'm saying this because yesterday we saw journalists being attacked by police officers who are in uniform, beaten, arrested, and even goons planted in the mass action by the government side. That was one of the worst times in this country. You can imagine people who are supposed to be protected by a police officer and the police officer who are supposed to protect demonstrators, they end up beating journalists who are doing a noble job in this country. That tells you the real plan that this government had, what they were planning to do to Kenyans who are going to demonstrate. It means maybe we are going to have massacre in this country. These people had a grave plan to deal with Kenyans just for going to the street to tell the government that, look here, we are hungry, we don't have food. The life has become unbearable for us. But for them, they had a bad plan. And one of the journalists, James Smith, was sharing out the experience, what they had gone through. And of course, the Media Council also issued a statement on the same. So I want us to go through that, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our returning subscribers. I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers and anyone who drop comment, I have repeated myself. Again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Those who have, for those people who actually super chatted us in our premium, I just want to also use this opportunity to thank you for the super chat. Thank you for blessing our work. May good God keep on blessing you, and to all our viewers and subscribers. You people, you are so important to our channel, and I'm so grateful to have such people on this channel. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, let us go through the tweet by James Smith, an NTV journalist. The protest today is more intense than last Monday. Police have arrested journalists, blocked coverage, and the goons have stolen cameras and destroyed vehicles. Maandamano Mondays. The targeting of journalists today has been systematic and consistent. Live coverage is still going. That was James Smith. But this is what Media Council of Kenya is releasing. Press statement for immediate release. I want to go through it. Let me just try to zoom it. Mass action that attacks media is self-defeating and threatening democracy. Nairobi. The Media Council of Kenya strongly condemn attack on journalists covering the ongoing protest. We have received a report of violent physical attack on media person, including the destruction of their equipment and information collected. Some journalists have also lost their valuables. Reports of journalists being attacked by goons participating in demonstration and by law enforcement officers who are supposed to provide security cannot be tolerated. Police officers attacking journalists undermines press freedom, limits the public access to information, violates human rights, and can cause physical or physiological harm. It is essential that journalists are able to carry out their work without fear of violence or harassment, and that law enforcement agency are held accountable for any action that violate their right or impede their ability to report the events. Wacha tufikie hapo kwanza. We have been heard from the Kenya Kwanza side that Raila Odinga's call for mass action is dangerous for this country because it is stopping business. The question is, between those who are demonstrating and the police officers who are safeguarding properties in this country and also safeguarding demonstrators, who caused anarchy in this country? In my view, the order that Gachagua gave is the one that caused anarchy. Police officers had strict orders from the office of Deputy President to arrest, intimidate, beat, injure journalists who were covering the event because they had an ill motive to go and kill people the way Raila Odinga had said. Remember, Raila mentioned a number. It was 1,000 people. That was the intention. So these people were not happy because media was covering this event. When you see a deputy president waking up early in the morning in the office at 6, leo aliamka sijui ni saa 11, you think he's going to wake up and work for Kenyans. But then you find out he's a man in a mission to go and organize on how they are going to commit violence on Kenyans, encouraging looting, encouraging killing. That is the man who was in this country in charge of the security party. A man who sits in Security Council. So you can see a clear plan here. Because once you are blocking media from, relaying information, it means you have an ill motive. You want to commit an offense. That's why you are blocking them from airing out. But if you are doing your work professional, how can you stop media from covering you when you are doing your work? Because then Kenyans will have a reason to praise you or even associate themselves with the kind of work you are doing in this country. But we have a message for William Ruto. He's not lucky. It was by mistake, or let us say by default, that Makau Mutua leaked out in a video he shared some of the crucial information that Raila has access to. That is a big warning to William Samoei Ruto. It is a clear message that he has to know from our security operative, the military, and any police department in this country. By the fact that Raila Odinga had access, direct access to security information in this country, it just tells him one thing, and he needs to be very careful. He is too much egocentric. It is time he has to stop. Because the information that is emerging clear is that military is divided. There are those who still have loyal to Uhuru Kenyatta. We have those who are loyal to Raila Odinga. And we have those who are loyal to William Ruto. Gachagua has nothing. Because of that, he has to tread very careful. Because if we will have war in this country, it tells you that even from the police, it is divided. The military is divided. Anywhere you will touch, it is divided. Hata wasapchifu huku chini wako divided. We are those who are not comfortable the way Ruto and Gachagua is running this government. We have those who believe that Raila was the man to lead. We have those who are taking the direction that Uhuru Kenyatta was giving them. So in as much they want to intimidate everyone, even, journalists, even journalists are divided. You will not succeed in this journey. The only thing you will do is to listen to Kenyans and sort out the problem. Gagging the media cannot help. Remember, if it were not for those who went to the court to stop that kind of direction that Ezra Chiloba was taking, yesterday, no one could have recorded the issue. And many people are going to be killed. Tell me if really anarchy would not have taken place in equal measures. It was going to be terrible. But still, media got a chance to cover the event. So it tells you that when you see people attacking the media, attacking people who are just peacefully expressing their feeling, and those who are on line of duty, it tells you these people are in panic. They're living in fear. They are cowards. They cannot do their work as the Constitution has stated. So you can intimidate the media, but you cannot stop a revolution that has started. Not unless you sort out the issues the way they are on ground. Sort out Kenyans. Let them have food. Sort out the issue of IBC. Allow Raila to be part of the constituting of the new IBC. Sort out the issue of Sava. Just open it so that every Kenyan will respect you as the president who really got to office through the ballot. Bila kufanya hiyo, hii vita wameanza hii na kupiga media, journalist, kuintimidate kila mtu na kutaka kuanza kuua wa Kenya. Oh, you are just calling for anarchy. No one will celebrate. I think the story goes on, but there's no need to finish it. But we got the real message that we wanted from that article. Thank you so much. Let us meet in the comment section. Continue with this conversation.